You ever wonder why some wounds never really close? Why you wake up some mornings with the ache of something that happened years ago, as if your bones are keeping score for you long after you stop trying to count? Let's get this out of the way. Not every scar wants to be healed. Some scars are rebels. They cling to you even when you try to forget. They whisper their own stories into your bloodstream. They live under your sleeve like a secret you both respect and resent. And maybe, just maybe, you're not broken for keeping those scars. Maybe you're just finally learning how to let them speak. You've been told all your life, forgive and forget. Start over. Give her another chance. They want you to believe that time is a gentle river, washing away the pain, smoothing out every sharp memory, until all that's left is the quiet lull of nostalgia. But you and I both know, some rivers run backward. Some wounds, when you touch them, flood your mind with color and static, memories so electric they threaten to burn your sanity to the ground. Tell me, is it really healing if it only leads you back to the one who hurt you? You keep the scar for a reason. It's not a punishment. It's a story that your soul refuses to rewrite. You remember the first time she left a mark. Not a bruise, not a cut, but that invisible scrape inside your heart, the one that bled out every reason you ever had for trusting anyone again. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't loud. She didn't scream, she just shrugged. Said something cold and watched you try to keep your face from falling apart. You wanted to beg her for a do-over. You wanted to believe that you could return to before, to the soft mornings and easy laughter, to the feeling that someone could be your shelter. But deep down, you knew there was no going back. Not really. Because second chances aren't time machines. They're just invitations to repeat the same heartbreak with better manners. You learn to say, it's okay faster. You learn to act like nothing still hurts. But your scars, they know the truth. They pulse every time you almost reach for her name. They ache when you stare at old photos, wondering if you really smiled like that or if you were always faking it. Scars don't let you forget. That's their job. They are the guardians of every lesson you were too stubborn to learn the first time. You think you want a second chance, but what you really want is a different ending. You want her to come back and fix the things she broke, as if love is a game of rewinding tape and pressing play again. But you and I know, tape always warps. The audio's never as clear. And sooner or later, you notice the skip in the soundtrack, the missing piece in her apology. Would you really risk your peace just to see if she can finally keep a promise? Would you really trade in your scar for another spin on the wheel of her regret? Some nights you run your fingers over the places where she used to hold you. You wonder if a second chance would feel like redemption, or if it would just re-break the bone, make the healing twice as jagged, twice as slow. I want you to picture this. A scar is more than old pain. It's a map. It's a warning. It's the only proof you have that you survived the fire and walked out with something worth remembering. You don't need to repaint the walls of a house that already burned down. You don't need to let her move back in just because she shows up with flowers and says the words you used to beg her for. Some scars are your inheritance. They are the price you paid to stop lying to yourself. They are the boundaries etched in flesh and memory. Never here again, never this mistake, twice. If you ever feel weak for not giving someone a second chance, touch your scars. Remember the night you cried alone and didn't call her. Remember the day you said nothing and let the silence hang like a blade between you. That silence was sacred. That moment was holy. That's when you decided your soul wasn't a recycling bin for someone else's bad decisions. Second chances aren't always acts of courage. Sometimes they are just old fears wearing new shoes. So let the scar stay. Let it shine under the light. Let it speak for you in rooms where you have nothing left to prove. If someone asks, why are you so guarded? Why are you so hard to love now? Show them the scar. Tell them it's your signature. Tell them it's the only reminder you need that some endings are better than any fresh start. And when you miss her, miss the old you, miss the feeling of being chosen, look at the scar and say, I chose myself this time. I paid for this wisdom and pain, but I own every inch of it now. No more apologies, no more discounts on your dignity, no more open doors for storms that already broke everything inside. Some scars are better than second chances. They're the boundaries you bled for. They're the proof that you can love, lose, and still stand, even when everything inside you wants to crawl back. Tonight, don't curse your scars. Don't wish them away. Thank them for saving you from yourself. Because some pain is a teacher, some pain is a bodyguard, and some pain, the kind that leaves a mark, is the reason you're still here, whole in ways you never thought you could be. The right people will run their fingers over your scars and call them beautiful. The wrong people will ask you to erase them, to pretend you never hurt at all. But you know better now. You know that love isn't about forgetting or repeating or returning. It's about becoming. It's about learning the shape of your own wounds and refusing to trade your history for another round of heartbreak. Let your scars speak. Let them warn you, guide you, protect you, because some scars are better than second chances. And you're better than going back. You are the sum of everything you survived, the living proof that pain can end without needing to start over. So tonight, run your fingers over the memory, trace the outline of what you've lost, and smile. Because this scar, this one is yours. And that second chance you almost gave away, you finally gave it to yourself.